Which one? No, I'm just indicating that we are cutting half of this thing into two. So we are looking at it halfway. Yeah? Uh, yeah? You're cutting it half. See what I mean? Okay, because of this area, Abby. This green line. And I'm going to do two. Or three.
No, like that side.
This side.
Since you're saying we are cutting like this, don't confuse us. We are still learning.
What happened?
We say section 2, not A.
There's not like two because there's only one two now. That's what I mean. No, see how the same mean because you are cutting this thing from here to here. See how the
So what
same
section
mean.
are you getting?
Because normally they can't give us like that. I mean, if you just say cut from section AA, it can be from like this. It can be like this. But what you're working on is like this. Half of this thing, yeah. That's what I want to show you. Because of this cantilever. So these are the thing will be like. So there's a reinforcement here at this edge of this reinforcement. This first supporting reaction, supporting beam here. This is your hook, and this is where the thing is going to stop. Now look at this cantilever. See how the thing is. There's a reinforcement, only a top reinforcement. There's no bottom because of that sagging moment I told you about. So there's only a hugging moment at this end of this cantilever. That's why you're doing it like that. So when cutting this section here, AA, you're looking at, if you're looking it halfway through this slab, you're looking at this thing, this reinforcement. What reinforcement is this? What reinforcement is this? B2, I think. Is it B1? Okay, yeah, these are B1. And see the bar mark here, bar mark 1. I see it, bar mark 1. So I'll indicate here, I'll draw an arrow. And indicate here is bar mark 1. Just like this. Why these are reinforcement here, this top reinforcement, I will indicate it here as T1, which is 10. So I'll draw a this thing here, an indicator, making it here as 10, 0, 1, 0. Then I'll put our dot, which is this. Which is this reinforcement here, spanning from here to here. That's 0.15 times this span here. We got here as 3 white wolf. So I'll draw a reinforcement here. 1, 2, and 3. These are top reinforcements. Why this are span? The reinforcement that is passing through here, this bottom reinforcement is yeah. No, see we are cutting at this section. So if you are looking at the slab through, yeah. O1 is that is our B1 and spanning across the shorter span here. And this part, okay. Yeah, these are B1. Yeah, we put an indicator that B1 is given as this. Okay, here's our B2. Bridget, you're confusing me now. These are B1. These are B1. Branson, imagine see these decks here. Imagine say these are decks is our slab. We are cutting half of it. So what we are looking at is this reinforcement. This is how the thing will look like. If we are facing this one here, this board, that's how it will be looking at. So normally this is how the thing will look like. These are hook here at this end point to stop around here where the cantilever is, which is this. And remember, cantilever only have a top reinforcement at this top here. That is this one indicating here is 10. These are T1. That's why I put here as 10. 1 0. Why here this first bar mark, our B1 is bar mark 0 1. You understand? Now see this top reinforcement at this hook here. What do we get? 3Y12 at bar mark 3. Yes, 3. So at this small dot here, I will indicate here 0 3. 0 3. You understand? Now this reinforcement, like okay, these are reinforcements here. Our reinforcement that is prior to this, which is B2, which spanning here is 42Y12 bar mark 02. I'll do here, I'll put a dot, 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 just like that. Indicating here 02, 02, 02, 02, 02. B2. Why is it 02? Because of the bar mark 2 that's running across it. See it now. Our description bars is placed on top the main bar. Yes, that is why it's 02. That's how we got here. Then our reinforcement here, our section here. When cutting for the section of this cantilever, remember that this part is 10. So the one that is the reinforcement that is facing this side is what again? 11. Bar mark 11, Y2. That is our T2 here. So I'll put here as 11 Y. I'll just draw a reinforcement here. But look at where I'm drawing this thing from. Dot, 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 dot. I'll put here as 11, 11, 11. This reinforcement that is spanning here, that is giving that 0 point, that 1.5 L. The reinforcement spanning across that place is what again? Where the bar mark 11 is coming from? You already know how we got this one, bar mark 10. See how 11 here, this line. Are you seeing the line? This line. Are you seeing it? That is spanning across from here to here. That's how we got the 11. That bar mark, 11 here that we indicated. So it's spanning from here to here, this end of this thing here. Then what else again? This are 0.15 L, this span here. Our reinforcement is spanning from here to here, any here. So what we are getting was Y12 at bar mark 12. So I'll put a dot here. 0 2, I'm sorry, here is 12. 12, 12. Yeah? Yes, and remember in this last question, they say assume the slab is monolically connected. That means it's being built one place, it's being casted like together with the beam, connected to the source. Make other reasonable assumptions where necessary. So when you're drawing this on AutoCAD and your reinforcement, when you're putting your hook here, just assume, let's just type in, assume that the concrete cover we're working with is 30. 30. So we'll just offset here 30. That will give us our reinforcement. I mean, like the spacing of our hook here. Then we'll draw this thing. Then also, do not forget about the dimensioning of our this thing. This is our grid line. Yes, we'll dimension the section. So these are A, B, and C. Three thousand 4275 and 1, 2. So we are done with the section. Which middle beam? Yeah. You mean this part? This one? Beam. Yeah. It's not waiting. Okay, okay, yes. Guys, look at this part. Guys, look at this part. Look at this. Look at this. What is this thing again? This support action. This beam here. Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. So we are going to indicate it as what do you get here as our top reinforcement. Here. 09. Bam at 09. So I'll just indicate here is 09. Bam at 09. Why here this top reinforcement that is spanning through from here to here? One is 7. One is 7. One is 10. So I'll put 7 dots around this corner here. Why 10? So the 10 on is bam at 7. I'll put here 07, 07. Why here is 06, 06. You guys understand? You understand? The spacing. I'll show you how to do it on AutoCAD. I'll show you how to do it on AutoCAD instead of you to be stressing yourself on calculating all these things. My system off. Shit. It's just like as you teaching now, you just put consistent down on your legs. As you teaching, you don't be making noise. Some people be sleeping, like nonchalant about the class. Then as he goes out now, she should now walk in. People now start hearing now, hey, you have to go to learn Yahoo 101. Everybody will now bring out their assistant. I'm coming. She will now capture it from all these things, then go learn Yahoo. When I did say carry Bridget from school. Started around 11. I started around 11. I don't finish this slab and this cantilever. Now it's staircase. Only staircase. I don't know anything about that retaining walls.
I know that one.
You know retaining walls part.
I know this on the normal procedure, but I don't know how long.
Is there light?